nicest of them yet.
Wayfinder?
You okay, Sorrow?
Focus. Let's go over the plan. They keep regrouping and healing, so killing them both in rapid succession is our best bet. Decima is weak.
Wait. Pause here.
Does he know?
No. But let him in. It's not my place to stand between the Claw and his son.
Come on in, Stoic Alder. Pokey's inside.
If my son's involved, so am I. Aurora.
Stoic Alder.
Wayfinder. I'm confused. Pokey. Aurora, what happened? I assumed you were dead.
No. But I did remember something that I'd long forgotten. Glimpses of my people. Someone I left behind long ago. My name is Waiting Sorrow. I am not who you believe me to be.
So, you spoke falsehoods.
I told you a small fragment of a long-ago truth. But my experiences in your village were very real.
And you knew about this, son.
Only a few moons longer than you, Pa. She is our fading Aurora. Just... stronger.
And magical. The air in this room has never felt so opaque.
Yes, but it's how she uses her magic. Not foul and evil like the strangers. She only helps. I was anxious too.
Little Claw, I don't need your defense. I would never let anything happen to him, Stoic Alder. I was content living my life as a healer in your village. But when Pokey's life was jeopardized... Let's set this discussion aside. The Titans live and thrive. Trust me long enough to end this fight, to keep him safe. Whatever trial you need can happen after. I'm due more than one.
Do you plan on fighting too?
I do.
Sometimes. I think I've forgotten her voice, your mother. But just now, I heard her laugh. I will fight alongside my son, for my people. But this discussion is not done. Waiting Sorrow.
How are you doing?
You know well the trail of disappointment I lay. But I've never yearned for forgiveness more than with them.
After we end this, we can have those conversations.
After we end this, Isgarn will tear my soul from my core and trap it in an echo.
He's old. We'll bog down his schedule with Alliance meetings. He'll retire in no time.
Ha! I like you. I'm old too, and I'm tired of running.
Are you ready for this?
Ready? If you handed me a knife right now, I might start swinging it. Yeah, I'm ready to kill a few Titans. It would be an offense to everything Almora sacrificed if we didn't.
Pa's upset. He thinks himself better at hiding it than he really is. But I've also gotten better at noticing this discussion is not done. Heard that one plenty of times. Just feels wrong when he says it to her. He's sweet on her. Don't know if you picked up on it, but I did right away. Of all my mentors, she's the only one that really stuck. Pa noticed my improvements. Then he noticed her. She'd even make him laugh. More than I could. Happiest I'd seen him since... well, in a long time. These strangers messed everything up. Need to beat their sorry hinds for good. The village will be safe. And Pa will see the good in Sorrow's magic. And they can go back to being all sickly smitten. That first go-around with the strangers was just a warm-up. This time, I'm ready.
As soon as Aureen went to sleep, I couldn't feel her. No more warmth whenever she woke, or heartbeat when she flew. It took me a while to get used to that. Missing her. But I have now, I think. I've made peace with it. If only our girl saw us now, fighting a Titan. She'd be upset that we were risking our lives. But don't let me bore you with pre-battle musings. Moments like these make one prone to reflection. And I have a lot to reflect on.
Last we spoke, you'd stoked in me a firestorm on my son's behalf. How quickly you've fallen down my list of concerns. And how I wish that weren't the case. I may not look the type to be swept away by emotions' flurries, but I must be careful when I allow my heart to open. And to whom? Though I've learned this much to be true, no one is ever quite who we believe them to be. Still, that rare soul may come around who we're willing to stake our trust on, hoping they come close. But this discrepancy I find before me is one I could have never prepared for.
Mine. All mine.
I find myself standing on the precipice of battle, my son at my side, preparing to fight, same as his mother before him. You've an advantage over me, son. What should I expect? Fighting a Titan?
Might. And power. The strangers are unlike anything we faced. No beast from the mountain compares.
Never mind how they perform together. Decima and Greer are more calculated than I've come to expect from their kind.
But at 6, we do outnumber them.
After you, Wayfinder.
We gave Queen Jenna our word.
Decima, they slither toward us with venom on fang. Watch yourself.
All I see is another opportunity to turn breathing flesh to paste. I welcome them.
They're siphoning energy from the Bloodstone. Attack Decima while Greer is out of reach.
To search! Come to me!
I will compensate for the delusion of my kin. Your bloodstone ripples through my every essence.
You distract the Titans. Don't let them escape! Greer and Decima are weak!
I think not. But spill no tear. Your bravery is excellent.
Who are you?
We are all Godspawn. But I am Ura. And I am far stronger than my stock. I see none behind yours. Retreat,
Commander.
and so shall we be wise.
Stand down. We stand down.
No! We can defeat them! With two nearing death, what's another going to cost us?
Voiced arrow. No. That cost could be our lives.
Good. Bring Decima. Come.
A third Titan.
We need to get out of here, now! This could be a trick.
We need to chase them. Greer and Decima are weak. We can do it.
We know nothing about Ura. We need to retreat.
Trust me, kid. I want to rip their legs off and watch those things writhe. But I'm tired. Don't know if I'll last long.
We'll regroup and plan our next attack. We all need rest.
I'll take you back to the village. Our minds are thick with fog. It's not time to make decisions. We rest.
Pokey. Yeah.
What to do now?
I've spoken with Dagonet. He's informing the rest of the Alliance. They'll likely meet in the coming days.
We failed our hunt.
We could have also died, Cub. Don't lunge into battles you're not prepared for.
Victory wasn't impossible.
Be kind to yourself, Pokey. We know our enemy now. There is still some night before a calmer dawn, but it nears.
Showing your face in the village already? I thought you needed more time.
Fading Aurora has returned to us. Her path was lost is all, while tracking the strangers.
I've asked Stoic Alder to keep my identity a secret a short while longer. I need to talk to Iskarin.
I take no joy in lying to my bearkin, but I'd rather they remain in fog a while longer. There's too much going on. I don't want to rattle their trust.
Do you regret helping us?
If I hadn't, we'd be burying our dead in the bog. The bearkin are resilient, but we must recognize our limitations. It does not mean I'm not cautious of you or of waiting sorrow. I will continue to remind myself that no matter how thick the fog is, it will eventually fade. When it does, the path will be visible again. For now, I watch and listen.
Sorry we couldn't kill them.
I'm a strategist. Didn't see another way.
Doesn't mean you have to like it.
Oh, I don't. Hey, we're fine. Made it out with our tails intact. Just a lot to untangle. You know what I'm thinking? How different would things be if the Titans hadn't mucked everything up? If we didn't burn Ascalon? Probably still eat people. I'm spitting about blood that belongs on someone else's hands. We weren't good, but we turned out okay. The Char. Well, better now that Bengar's in a cell. But how do we live with all this? It just gets hard to weigh the guilt and the anger.
Someone has to look out for whoever comes next.
Yeah. Yeah, we're alive. Sometimes that's enough. And I've worked too damn hard to make this place bearable.
I understand you're frustrated, but you need to know when the risk just isn't worth the potential cost.
Then when will it be worth it? We've screwed it up twice. Thrice, counting your first go-round. How many times do we let that happen before being cautious becomes the risk?
Little Claw, the scale of this is greater than any of us expected. Impulsivity isn't the answer.
Then what is? What if they're out there killing while we're just standing around?
Poised arrow.
I'm just asking the questions everyone else should be.
That didn't go as planned.
Hardly the first time. We're plenty used to that. But I'm afraid the cub is taking it hard.
Losing gracefully comes with experience.
Well, at that age, you're beating down the door to the world, ready for whatever life dares to throw at you. Because you don't yet know how much life can throw. But you find out quickly.
Still can't help but worry about him sometimes.
That's how it goes. One minute they're silly little things, toddling around, worrying you sick. The next, they're grown. Big and strong and off on their own. Still worrying you sick. But that's when you have to remind yourself. You've done exactly what you were supposed to. Taught them to stand on their own. And then let them.
When I left the Wizard's Tower, a Wayfinder hadn't been named in years. They must trust you.
Not at first. But helping them keep Omnitas afloat and defeating Iskarin's nemesis didn't hurt.
Will you come with me? I could use that confidence of yours.
Of course. I'm not dead in a canyon. None of us are, thanks to you.
Whenever you're ready.
How did you get past Omnitas's defenses so easily?
I built these defenses.
So, how do you want to go about this?
I'll follow behind, let you mingle first. Might trigger a war if I walk through the door before his ego is properly fluffed. Oh, wait, Wayfinder. Before we throw another log on the fire, thank you for not telling them.
It's not my story to tell, but you should.
She informs us that there are not two, but three, all of which survived the encounter. Two are weak, the third unsure.
Excellent timing, Commander. I take it you won't need an update, given your participation in recent events?
Can you shut the door behind you, Wayfinder?
Who let you into the Wizard's Tower war room, Countess?
Iskarin, by suggestion of the Alliance. I'm aiding in the Astral Ward's acclamation to modern Tyrian affairs.
So, they all live. I imagine you didn't simply allow that to happen. What were the circumstances?
What has your mood smelling like an elder's backside?
We almost had the two defeated, but a third intervened. She was strong, and a bit more cunning than the other two.
Disappointing, but rational. What of your second mission, Wayfinder?
The Titans kept me occupied. I'm still working on it.
Fine. I suppose our plot bears too many hands.
What second mission?
The Titan Imperatrix. A foe I did not expect.
That threat should be conquerable. So long as we continue to get along.
Tyria united. It still sounds like a fable.
Mostly united, but it's true. And we need to nurture these bonds. They cannot fail. When a door is shut, you should leave it that way.
Sorrow.
Ren.
You lied to me. That's new. Did she fill your mind with wild theories and hypocrisy?
Don't be dramatic, Ren. You know they're beyond simple manipulation. And I didn't come here for a fight.
You told me she was a threat. I don't see one.
I'll deal with you later. So, how did you get inside?
Towers always liked me best. You know that.
Waiting sorrow. You're...
My dearest friend. I'm fine. And I have stories to tell you.
Stories! The cause of this whole Titan incursion may fall at your feet, and you want to tell stories.
Your instinct to make everything an intellectual brawl has always been exhausting.
Then explain.
So help me, Iskarin. I will open a gateway and lock you in Abaddon's cell for a century.
It's fine, Dagda. His alarm isn't unwarranted. I left you all. I abandoned the Astral Ward. I didn't say why. Jormag raged in the north, threatening the Highland and Lowland Coden. They needed me. But when Jormag fell, the storms calmed. My mind was stilled. And I couldn't return yet, though. I needed them. My people. My presence during the Titan attack was purely happenstance. I sought to remedy it, but then your Wayfinder tracked me down. All who knew my identity were asked to conceal it, but I always planned on coming back here to settle affairs. While I was not the cause, I have an inkling of what was, and I don't know how concerning it is.
You didn't even share this with me.
The business of wizards should remain in the court. Isgarin. Where is Mabon?
Dead. A year ago. You could have mourned with us.
I felt it.
Dagda, escort the Countess and Wayfinder home. Waiting Sorrow and I need to speak. Alone.
What next? How did you get involved in all of this?
It was Livia. A perk of having friends with their fingers in too many pies. She introduced me to Mabon privately. He was scouting new recruits for his little guild of mesmers. I joined if only to keep tabs for the Queen. We were an eccentric group, hosting lavish luncheons, investigating magic anomalies. Mabon treated the whole thing like a passion project or a beloved hobby. He was one of the founders, after all.
Sounds like the ideal place for him to, let his hair down.
You joke. But I saw what he looked like under that golden dome on numerous occasions.
And?
Nothing that bears repeating. I happen to know you're friendly with a certain Mr. Goldclaw, and I would not sully Mabon's memories so soon.
Fair enough. He would have been glad to see you here with or without his helmet.
I wish I'd trusted him sooner. Gods know he's earned that now.
Hey, you okay?
I'm... Every day that passed since she left us, I thought she was dead. I thought that Jormag might have killed her, that she traveled into the mists, no intention of returning. I thought... None of that matters. She lives. Waiting sorrow lives. I don't know how you did it, Wayfinder. But you brought her back. Thank you.
Sweet, sweet loot.